Morning drapes quietly over the bungalow, its silence broken only by the whir of Blanche's blow-dryer and the faint squeak of Rose rearranging sofa pillows. Again. It's Sophia's first day at Elysian Fields, and the vacancy in her kitchen chair echoes like thunder. Dorothy, wandering in robe and slippers, tries to pour coffee into a mug that's already full. She admits to Rose she dreamt Sophia was yelling, "Stoonad!" at careless angels who oversalting heaven's pasta. Rose suggests another round of golden moments, storytelling to keep spirits up until their planned afternoon visit with Sophia. Blanche grumbles that nostalgia deepens crow's feet, but her eyes glisten. She agrees. They circle the table, each presenting a memento. Dorothy selects Sophia's dented sauce ladle, recalling when her mother used it as a gavel during their marathon house meetings about Blanche's rent hikes, Season 1's The Operation. Dorothy narrates Sophia banging the ladle, declaring, "Motion rejected! Blonde inflation is not a federal issue!" Laughter seeps through the kitchen like the aroma of simmered tomatoes. Yet Dorothy's chuckle stalls mid-note, realizing that without Sophia's comedic parliamentary flair, household disputes feel sterile. Blanche produces a velvet pouch containing a rhinestone clip once snagged in Rose's hair during their near-fatal robbery at the supermarket, Season 3's The Grab. She recounts how Sophia, brandishing canned peaches, scolded the gunman in fluent Sicilian until he fled. Rose, eyes wide, confesses that in the heat of terror, she fixated on how the rhinestones refracted overhead fluorescence, like northern lights trapped in a bargain bin. Blanche teases her poetic crisis. Dorothy notes Sophia's bravery was the real starburst. The revelation forces Blanche to confront a fear. If danger strikes again, is their courage halved without Sophia's fearless spark? To lighten gloom, Rose scampers to the VCR, popping in an old camcorder tape, Sophia's debut as rappin' Granny Petrillo at the Shady Pines talent show, Season 2's Ladies of the Evening deleted scene. The grainy footage shows Sophia in sideways ball cap, rhyming about cortisone shots and saggin' but still braggin'. Even Blanche snorts water. Laughter ricochets, but when the tape ends, Dorothy turns pensive. Will retirement village rules muzzle Sophia's untamed spirit? Afternoon arrives. The girls pack cannoli and contraband cheesecake for their visit to Elysian Fields. Rose adds home-knitted coasters, embroidered "Roomies Forever." They imagine Sophia lounging poolside while attendants polish her bamboo cane. The taxi ride is punctuated by Blanche reading brochure fine print aloud, weekly jazzercise with chair support, continental breakfast, steamed oatmeal optional. Dorothy smirks that Sophia will call room service a rehearsal for heaven. The gate guard at Elysian checks IDs longer than TSA. Inside, manicured lawns bloom with impatience, and a string quartet practices Glenn Miller in the gazebo. They find Sophia and Esther mid-bingo in the recreation hall. Sophia's eyes light up, but her poker face re-engages. She's here on trial, must project thriving. Esther shows off luxury keycards, bragging about 300 thread count linens. Rose hands over cheesecake. A stern nutritionist swoops in, banning outside sweets. Sophia winks, slips slice into her knitting bag, defiance intact. Over iced tea in Sophia's suite, they exchange updates. Sophia claims the Whirlpool jets massage her corns, yet subtle clues surface. The suite stereo plays elevator pan flute versions of Sinatra, and 9 p.m. lights out curfew looms like a thundercloud. Dorothy relays another golden moment to coax honesty. The time Sophia faked a heart attack to break Dorothy's dead-end romance with philandering Glenn O'Brien, Season 2's Heartache. Dorothy says she'd have spent years settling if Sophia hadn't pulled drama. Sophia blushes, admits Elysian's nurse scolded her for telling jokes during blood pressure checks. Blanche counters with her own memory, Sophia coaching her to bid aggressively at a charity bachelor auction, ensuring Blanche secured a date with pro quarterback Danny Farrell. Season 2's Brother, Can You Spare That Jacket? Blanche argues that Sophia's zest terrifies timid administrators. Why confine dynamite to padded walls? Rose adds a final gem. When Sophia posed as Santa in the mall to fund charity dolls, Season 2's 'Twas the Nightmare Before Christmas, proof she's most alive amid spontaneous chaos, not curated calm. Sophia's facade cracks. She confesses boredom and odd loneliness even with Esther. The quiet here, she whispers, makes my ears ring. A knock interrupts. The activity director delivers Sophia's evening schedule: Tai Chi, decaf herbal hour, and lights out jazz meditation. Sophia mock salutes. Blanche's eyebrow arches high enough to warrant scaffolding. Dorothy broaches returning home. Sophia hesitates. Change still tantalizes. Rose suggests a hybrid: weekends at Elysian for spa perks, weekdays at the bungalow for mischief. Esther frowns at losing her roommate. Blanche proposes rotating sleepovers so Esther can enjoy bungalow chaos too. Sophia brightens. Best of both worlds. Esther warms when Dorothy promises to teach her canasta with attitude. The activity director balks at altering contracts. Sophia waves her cane like Moses parting bureaucratic red tape. She negotiates a flexible residency clause citing therapeutic family engagement. Director relents, partly intimidated, partly charmed. Agreement struck. Sophia keeps sweet but free to bounce between addresses. She christens the clause Golden Parole. Back in the taxi, cheesecake crumbs on their laps, the girls debate other treasured memories. Stan handcuffed to Sophia during Hurricane, Blanche dancing on a piano, Rose's turkey calling trophy. They realize each absurd episode forged armor against loneliness. At the bungalow door, Dorothy turns the key, heart light. Sophia's bedroom light isn't dark forever. It's on dimmer switch. That night, Sophia returns for a parole sleepover, declaring the bungalow's refrigerator hum better than Mozart music. Over celebratory cheesecake, Part 2 the episode ends with forks raised. Toasts ring. Dorothy to flexible love, Blanche to restless spirits, Rose to homes with revolving doors, Sophia to escape clauses, laughter wells, proof that homes aren't walls or leases. Their story is resilient enough to travel back and forth without losing flavor, like cheesecake smuggled in a knitting bag.